Welcome to Lesson 41 of Daily Theology. We're studying the doctrine of the church, and today our lesson is on the second of the church's two ordinances, the Lord's Supper. If baptism is the initial and one-time rite of Christianity, the Lord's Supper is the Christian rite that we continue to repeat. It was instituted by Jesus as the new covenant fulfillment of the Passover, which means that He is the Passover lamb by which His people are spared from the judgment of God. We read accounts of Jesus instituting the Lord's Supper in Matthew 26 and Mark 14 and Luke 22. It's sometimes called the Eucharist, which refers to Jesus giving thanks before He observed it for the first time with His disciples. It's also referred to as communion, meaning that it's an act that expresses our fellowship with the Lord and with each other. And then in Acts 2, it's called the breaking of bread. Whatever you call it, it's a way of remembering the work of Christ and of proclaiming His death until He comes. In the bread that we eat and the wine that we drink, it looks backward to His body which was broken for us and to His blood which He shed for the forgiveness of our sins. We eat and drink looking forward as well, in faith that through His death on the cross, we're ready for His return and will be finally saved when He does. In 1 Corinthians 11, Paul emphasizes what a serious observance it is. He says that we're to examine ourselves before we take part. And he warns us against taking it in an unworthy manner, because there were those in that church who were inconsiderate of others and who were living in sin even as they were taking the Lord's Supper. So before we do it, we should consider whether we really have a relationship with the Lord, and if we do, whether we're in right fellowship with Him and the church and with other individual Christians. Though the Lord's Supper is about what unites us as Christians, there's significant division when it comes to what actually happens when the church observes it. Since the year 1215, the Roman Catholic Church has taught and believed in something called transubstantiation, which means that the bread and the wine actually become the body and blood of Jesus while maintaining the appearance of bread and wine. They base this on a very literal interpretation of the words of Jesus in John 6, where He spoke of the necessity of eating His flesh and drinking His blood. I would point out, though, that Jesus also said in other places that He was a vine and a door, but no one's suggesting we literally pick fruit from Him or turn the knob to open Him. And I would also say that eating flesh and drinking blood were both forbidden by the law of God. But it's not just me that protest here. Protestants don't agree with this. But then again, we as Protestants don't agree among ourselves either. Martin Luther taught something called consubstantiation, which means that while the bread and wine don't actually become the blood and body of Jesus, Christ is actually and physically present in them, and as we receive them. John Calvin believed in the spiritual presence rather than the actual presence of Christ in the Lord's Supper, meaning that as we take it, the benefits of His work rather than His actual body and blood are applied or reapplied to us. He was emphasizing that the bread and wine were more than symbolic, which was the view of another reformer, Ulrich Zwingli, who taught that the Lord's Supper is a memorial of the death of Jesus, and that because of this, the bread is a symbol of His body, just as the wine is a symbol of His blood. So they aren't actually or spiritually present in it. Then along came my spiritual ancestors, the Baptists, who, while either holding to the view of Calvin or Zwingli, added that the Lord's Supper is for baptized believers only. That's a lot of disagreement, isn't it? But I hope that all of us do agree on this, that the Lord's Supper is all about Jesus, our Savior.